Good evening and welcome back to Let's Play Game of Thrones. When we left off last time, things are getting kind of crazy everywhere. The White Grove, or the White Grove, the North Grove, we fought off a wave of whites, so that's a plus, but then we learned that they're using weird blood magic up there to control these people that I'm not even sure what the story is with them. And she's losing control. She wanted us to sacrifice Carter's still beating heart for some weird ritual to tap into the power of the North Grove, she said. And still at this point, no one's really explained to us what the North Grove is even all about. Like, it's something, okay, the North Grove must never fall, but is it a power that we need to harness for ourselves? Or is it just something evil that we need to keep out of the Whites' hands? Not really clear on that at this point, so I don't know, we'll see what happens with that. Mira got a marriage proposal from Morgan, but he told us that basically we would be a slave forever, that he would just use as essentially a brood mare, he would take over our family home, and he would kill Tom the coal boy in our place. So now we turned that down. I'll take our chances on going to the chopping block rather than sacrifice a friend. And now, we managed to kill Ludd. Yeah! Because that jerk had it coming. I mean, he's the one who started everything. He sent his people onto our land, killed Gared's parent, his dad and his sister. So, yeah, totally had it coming. But we don't know where Baska is now. And the rest of Amaya's force was just like, we're ready for battle. So they're heading back to Ironwath rather than waiting for Baska. And Rodrik ran off with them. That really bothers me, not just because we left Baska, but in addition, we left Griff with Ryan. After we heard Ludd say, if anything happens to me, kill the boy. So you would think that Rodrik would have a little more care for his brother and would check up on what's going on with him and Griff before he heads back to Ironrath, but, well, so we're with Rodrik right now. Let's see how that plays out. We just abandoned our friend, Baska, and our brother. Alright, let's take care of this, and then we really need to take care of the Griff-Ryan situation.
The Whitehills have broken through and the rest of their forces may cross the gate
at
any moment.
Well, Griff came to us, okay, that's one less concern.
Have you seen Mother? Have you seen Mother? No one knows where is she? Now!
Okay, we need to help out our people here.
My lord, your command.
Reinforcements at the gate. Or, no, defend our small folk.
Get them away from the battle.
Gate's important, but so is making sure our people live. I mean, this is a problem too, that the gate's gonna go down, but... Alright, let's do this. Okay, that's the one. We gotta get Griff down, guys. Alright. Alright. Oh yeah, here we go.
Let's give those fuckers a welcome to remember.
Yeah, Maya's pretty awesome too. I like her. I like Baska better, but she's pretty awesome. Yeah, go get him. Go for it, don't stop. Oh, come on. Oh.
Lord Rodrik Forrester,
I don't even care about you.
last of his kind.
I mean, we do need to take him out too, but I particularly hate Griff. Yeah. Okay, yeah, let's make short work of him and go after Griff. Well, that's not good.
I was hoping to face you whole. No matter. Rally to your lord!
Oh, come on. There we go. Get him in the head. Oh, this is not going well. Okay. We can do this. We can do this. I think. Alright, yeah, that's looking better.
Let go of my son!
Alright! Don't kill our mom. Oh! Take him with you, Rodrik. There we go. Oh, that was really horrible. I mean, I don't feel bad, but ugh. Okay. Well, we're not in any state to go after Griff. Come on. You can do this, Rodrik. You made it through the Red Wedding. You can do this. You can do this.
My son.
Man, we all just keep dying. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Okay, so I'm really worrying that Rodrik's gonna die here for sure. It's not looking good. We're gonna die in battle. And we don't know we don't even know what happened to Ryan. Oh, I wanted her to make it through. Oh, come on. If we could just manage to kill Griff as we're going down, but...
The North remembers!
Hey!
My lord, we have to get you out of here!
Oh, man.
Rodrik, help me!
Okay, yeah, we gotta...
No! No!
Come on, faster!
You can't save her, you have to go! You must survive, Rodrik. For the house. For all of us.
But that sucks. He's right. He's right. Because we can't let the Forresters be finished. We don't know Ryan's fate. Talia can't really inherit. Girls don't get to. Yeah, we've got the wargs up north, but I don't know if they're actually going to come down to the south, so Rodrik's got to hang in there, but man, that really sucks. Oh boy. Vengeance. That's what it's got to all be about. Amaya and Royland dead. And probably Beska, because we don't know where she is. You gotta burn him. You gotta burn him, Gared, or he's gonna be a white. I did as you asked, Sylvie. The other option was kind of horrifying.
You did the right thing.
Thank you.
I did what I had to do.
She was your friend.
Sucks that Cotter died too. Because I actually quite liked him. Everyone we like dies.
Your arrival has changed everything. Even though we've been preparing for it all our lives. Now we don't have much time. We were sent here for a reason. To protect the North Grove.
Okay, but
winter
why?
is coming. And we have a role to play in the war to come.
Our father never would have wanted us to stand by and see House Forrester fall. Not while we can still do something about it.
It's too late to reach Ironwrath. It may already be lost.
Gregor trusted you for a reason. You know defending House Forrester is the right thing to do.
You're
It's
the one
not.
they sent, Gared. You should be the one to decide.
Ugh. In the moment, I really do want to go south and try and help. I don't want to go through all of this just to see our house fall, and I have a fear that that's what's gonna happen. But I think she's actually right. I think there's something here, obviously. There's some kind of power. I don't know if we're meant to use it or just keep it from the whites. But as hard as it is in the moment, that's ultimately the more important war, the coming war, not all the nonsense going on now. The whites are the bigger threat. So I don't want to stay here, but we've got to stay here.
I will respect Lord Gregor's dying words. The North Grove will never be lost while we breathe. We will defend it.
Which another problem with it,
In the name of the king.
it's hard because now we're thin forces everywhere we are. Mira's got no more allies. Ironwrath, anytime we try to bring in more allies, everyone just dies. We tried to get the Glenmores. Her brother died. We tried to get Asher. Asher dies. Like, everyone is falling apart around us. Then here at the North Grove, she's losing control of her weird blood magic people. The bear's wounded. Like, there's nowhere that we're strong here. The whites are pressing ever more. It's not looking good. So it almost feels like, well, if we march south, then we could at least attempt to consolidate some of the forces we have. But I don't think it's the... I think the Grove probably really is important. Just because I don't know what it does now, and it really irritates me, and it makes me almost kind of want to discount it. Like, well, I do know what's going on with the Ironwrath situation, and I know they could use some help, so let's do that. But I think the Grove probably really is. Even though I don't know its true purpose, I have a feeling the Grove is more important. So, all right. It sounds like we're heading over to Mira. Let's see if she gets executed or not. I'm kind of worried that it's going to happen that way, but we'll see. She's got to find some kind of babe. Okay. I didn't even get like a trial or anything.
Bring forth the next prisoner.
All right.
This young woman is accused of murdering a loyal servant of the king. Who here bears witness to her crimes?
I will speak to them. This woman is a traitor and a murderer!
Kill her! She's
A
innocent!
disgrace to her family name!
Spare her!
Coward!
Traitor! Take her head!
Mira Forrester.
I might should have not done
In
that,
the
but
sight of God
it felt
and
pretty good.
men, and in the name of the king,
End it!
I sentence you to die.
Shame!
Raven!
Kill her!
If you have final words,
Shame!
speak them now.
She's innocent!
Traitor!
Iron from ice! A brave
She's
woman!
innocent! Oh, noble
Kill
death!
her!
Kneel.
I shouldn't have spat at him. It would have swayed the crowd more in my favor if I hadn't, I think. Oh well. Alright, yep, if you gotta do it with dignity. I guess thanks for the support being here, Sarah. Marjorie apparently does not care. Well, it's not like I really expected more from her. I was kind of expecting something last minute to save her. Okay. Well, do we play as Talia now instead? Are we just all gonna die? Is that what this is gonna be? Well, I mean, I guess Rodrik's not dead, so... He's in a really bad situation, though. Alright, we're doing what we were sent here to do.
House Forrester. They were nothing but Stark loyalists. And the Starks are dead. Are you listening, Reek?
Wait, what's...
Father wanted to make sure they bend the knee. And what do I find? A child lord. Ethan the Bold. With his bulldog sentinel at his side. As if I'd be afraid. And I thought, oh, this is going to be fun.
Mira was so devoted when we first came to King's Landing. Grandmother, that day Cersei dragged her before the throne, she claimed loyalty to me right in front of her. But then she had the audacity to go behind my back and meet with Tyrion when I'd clearly forbade it. And that day she pushed me to ask Joffrey for help when he ripped my dress. It was bold, I'll give her that. But I can't forgive that she used me.
Oh, please, you were
And
using me
now,
all along,
with
too.
all that's happened to her, who knows what else Mira was doing without my knowledge? Grandmother, it makes me question if she was ever loyal to me at all.
I saw something of myself in Gared Tuttle. I thought I could trust in him, Sam, but I was wrong. He couldn't even give me his word that he'd stay true to the vows he'd made in the Godswood. And sure enough, Before a day was out, a brother was dead atop the wall. I needed his sword at Craster's. I defended him to Frostfinger. And it cost me. Whatever happened up there, a man of the Watch doesn't run away.
Who should return then? But another Lord Forrester. Rodrik. Back from the Twins with balls so shrunken he let Griff Whitehill beat him into the mud in his own yard. Reek, I had to come and see this walking tragedy for myself. But then, he jabbed out that fourth-born's eye. He killed the man who betrayed him.
Mm-hmm.
I was rather starting to like him, and then I thought, let's play a game. That's when the fun really started.
There was something about Asher Forrester. You would have liked him, Miss Sandai. He was rather earnest, I suppose. But he had heart, fighting with a former slave by his side. Asher needed my help. I needed to know if he deserved it, so I tested him. But there was no easy answer. But then he told me the truth. He'd risked losing all he had come here for to stand by his friend, a former slave. In the end, that mattered more than disobeying an order.
Mm-hmm. What's going on with the audio here? Alright, I earned her help and respect.
I wish I could have done more for him. Perhaps, if I had, things would have turned out differently. Loyalty. Friendship. Respect. Without them, we have nothing. I think, in the end, Mira came to understand that, Grandmother. She could so easily have turned on Sarah to protect herself. But instead, what she did, it took grace. If you're fierce enough, you leave King's Landing with your honor intact. Mira proved that. But at so high a cost.
Ooh, most of us ended up dying, huh?
Rodrik. I could have told him this story wasn't going to have a happy ending. His brother dead, his mother dead, his little pile of timber in ruins. I just wish I'd been there to see it.
That Bolton bastard let their upstart houses go to war, Father.
Ooh, she's pissed.
I know these Forresters. If they had any sense, they'd know when to bend the knee and live to see another day. They were passionate. I'll give them that. But they were ruled by their whims. Impetuous when they should have been shrewd. Noble and just to the end, but weak. When will these Northerners ever learn? The Starks are dead. The war is over. And they lost.
I fought with fierce passion, huh? Okay, yeah, I probably should have rescued Ryan. That's it? Don't tell me that's it. Okay, oh, thank God. There's gotta be something more. We need to know what happened to Rodrik. We need to know what's gonna happen in the North Grove. Where's Talia? That was kind of a neat little segment, though. I quite liked that. Oh, Rodrik, you're always coming so close to death. Hang in there, you're tough. Don't die. Don't die. Oh.
Rodrik?
We don't have much time.
Oh, I'm so glad you're not dead, Royland. Talia too, but whew. Beska! Oh, Beska, you're my freaking hero. She's alive, she's got Ryan. And now, is that it? Okay, so obviously there's going to have to be another season. All right. told Marjorie the truth and was dismissed. So if I had lied to her, I wonder if I would have stayed by her and if she would have kept me from dying. If I'd chosen to marry Morgan, would that have kept me from dying? I wonder. So, I made the choice the majority of people did in both of those situations. Here, most people chose to... Most of you went with the blood magic? I just don't trust it. Yeah, I did not make the best call here. I probably really should have went after Ryan. But Beska came through. Man, Beska's the best. Ooh, most people chose not to stay. We could be of help in the south. We absolutely could, and I don't feel good staying to defend the Grove because there's not that many of us and she's losing control and we're probably just going to be killed. But I do feel like we should probably make the attempt. There's got to be something important going on there. All right, so that was it. That was Game of Thrones. Ooh, it was a ton of fun. It's so hard because there's so many situations where you have these choices and you're not really sure what's going to be the smart. Like, man, it needles me at the end to hear Cersei saying, "They were bold when they should have been shrewd. They were blah 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 blah." Like, freaking Cersei even thinks that we played the game bad. That we made the wrong choices. She's right. She's right. Although you have to wonder too, like, okay, so how would it have turned out differently if I'd made different choices? Like, could we really have ended up in a better position here? If Mira wasn't dead, yeah, that's a better position. Man, I probably should have sacrificed Tom. It's so heartless, though. If it hadn't been that, if Morgan had said, "Marry me," and didn't mention anything about it was going to be Tom, if he just said, "Marry me and I'll get you off," I'd have done it. And then at the trial, maybe, because he probably would have taken me to the trial because he's a jerk like that. And then I'd see Tom take the fall instead and be like, "Oh crap," but that's how it goes. And I'd have felt bad about it, but, done is done. But no, knowing ahead of time that that's what I'm doing, can't do it. Can't do it. I really liked Mira. It feels like most of the Forresters try to always be like really honorable. Well, not so much. Asher was more of the rascal, which I quite liked Asher too, and it sucked that we had to make a choice between him and Rodrik. I'm upset that he died. But then Mira is like, she's not just this naive girl or anything, or it's always about honor. She understands there's a lot more things going on here. There's a lot of intrigue, and she's got to try to weave her way through that and try to manipulate the people around her. That's what King's Landing's all about. So yeah, it really sucks to lose her. I was quite enjoying her storyline. Man. All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and wind it down here then. Please like and subscribe if you've enjoyed this. Head on back to my channel. There's a whole bunch of other Let's Plays. If you're into Telltale, I've done a bunch of Telltale. Lots of other different types of games as well. You'll find something, and I'm assuming there's going to be a season 2, so whenever we see that, oh yeah, definitely got to follow up and see what happens to our remaining Forresters.